Time Travel Treasures, Bass Fishing Adventures. Yeah. This morning we're going to fish it with a 6 cents shaky worm. It's dark melon red. Now, of course, I spiked it, so it's got a chartreuse tail. You know, I'm not crazy. It's just a bite, single colored worms, yes they will, but that's a little spike. Helps out. Where your butt crack early again. Started yesterday. Should have brought my top water lure, but I did not. See if anybody shows up. Try to catch one while I'm waiting for people to show up. Don't have high hopes. New lure, don't have no idea what the new color. Sure will hit it. There's a spike on it. Not really sure what it's going to do in the water. Flop around like any other lure does. It does not float. It sinks. It's like a rock. It's like a rock. We'll hope you show up. Here we go. There you go up already. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, well, holy moly. We just had 2 minutes, so. Watch nobody show up, period. We already made 2 casts already. We're just going to keep rolling because we're fishing no matter what. So if people show up, I'd like to see some people show up. I didn't put it in the like, comment, subscribe, and the thing. Maybe I should have. You have a way to throw a wacky worm. Will you have? Oh, hello. Like, comment, subscribe, share with friends. Thanks for coming. Fishing a 6 cent line, shaky head worm, just like it says on the title. A little spike on the end because these fish love the spiked tail. Bite right there, maybe. Trying to keep it out of the rock as much as possible. Keep it on the bottom, but keep it out of the rock. This thing will get hung up. We're going to be hung up a lot. Shaky head. I like shaky head, but my favorite tournament lure. Shaky head. I usually catch a lot of fish. Not on this. This is the first time I've ever thrown this worm, so I have no idea how it's going to do. Uh-oh. I can tell you the shaky head's going to get hung up, though. I know that. There it is, already hung up. Usually can get it out, though. Usually can get it out as long as I don't mess up. Mine sit there forever. Kind of hopping along, trying to keep it on the bottom, but barely on the bottom. Barely just like popping across rocks, what I'm trying to do with it. I'm going to throw the wacky worm at some point. I got a wacky worm hook in here too, so I can throw a wacky worm if I want to. I just have to retie if I do that. We ain't gonna be able to switch back and forth between whacking one and this unless I buy another pole, which I did not do. So far, not super impressed with it, but it's not really a really long. It doesn't float. If it floated even a little bit, it'd be better. Don't float at all. I just think. I mean, it stands up. You get it like in the right place, but it don't sink. It don't stand. Oh, well, maybe right there at the bank it does. Oh man! So if I throw it in 1 inch of water, it'll stay up through that. There it goes. It went down, so you didn't boil because it's buoyant on account of the lack of water. I'm guessing. Yeah, I see. I watched it. It just sinks. And I could take it off of this, put it on a wacky worm hook. We get the old wacky worm style if we want to. We might, if we break this off, we might just switch to the wacky worm because wacky worm style because it's hung up way too much in my opinion. Really pain in the ass sometimes to eat it out. That one, I had to dig it out. Back cast real quick. We didn't cast over here. We were busy digging it out. I mean, you're gonna have to want it because it's gonna be moving. If I reach out there, I'm going to show you guys how to do the Palomar knot, and that can be the tip of the day. How to do the Palomar knot. Easy knot. Some people take it way too hard on themselves. Trying to pinch the line, shove the line through the hole 2 times. Shove it back through the hole with the line pinch. That's a lot of extra work, in my opinion. You'll see how I do it, and it makes it a little easier, in my opinion. I'll show you. Maybe. We'll see. Right now, it looks like we're going to go to the wacky worm. Oh, shoot, something jumping in. I bring my topwater lures. Told you. Told myself that was going to happen. Bass are going to be jumping this morning. I'm not going to have topwater lures to throw at them. I got nothing. I got this. This is all I got. I only bring one rod. Sometimes two. Did not bring a backup rod. Should have brought a popper. Just in case. There's a little spot right there because nobody's fishing there. You can tell there's a spider web. Oh yeah, that's a tip. If you throw somewhere, there's easy, well, not easy access, but you have access to it. Fairly easy access to it. All you do is make a good cast. Like that was a good cast. It went over the pole, it went over the line a little, it went over that metal piece a little bit. So far, I'm not loving this lure. Not loving it. I think I've had a hit. I think. I didn't move it at 900 mile an hour, but that don't matter. I bet I could put my little jump dinger on here and move it 90 mile an hour and catch a fish. There's a bite maybe. Now I'm not moving that amount there because I don't have to. Outside the rocks a little bit. We only want to fish for about 30 minutes this morning, too. Oh, boy. Fish have got to start cooperating. Better start cooperating. I haven't even a brim hit it. Maybe I had a hit right there. I might have not had a hit right there. I might have had a brim hit it earlier. Might have not had a brim hit it earlier. We don't know. What do you want, Duck? What you want, Mr. Duck? Mm. We might go to the shakehead or the wagon worm just so we don't have this every 2 seconds. I do not like fishing a shakehead on this pond, but I've done it a million times. But this is the kind of stuff I put up with all the time. Always had to walk up and get the lure out. And then will it come out? It won't come out now, see? Then you have to send your pole in there. Figure out where the lure is in the first place. Well, we might be, well, I'm going to say we might be microworm style just on a necessity here in a second. I think was in there pretty good. I had a bite right there, I'm not really sure. I let go of it, whatever it was. Trying to give him something a little different to look at this morning. So far, not doing a very good job of catching anything now. It looks good. You go into the water, you can see how that would catch fish. On the shaky head. I never had any problem with shaky head lure. Ooh, out of there, whatever it was at. Lucky there. There's supposed to be rocks out there. I don't know about there, we'd be done with that. Shaky head, we're done with shaky head. If I snap this off, we're done with snaky head, shaky head. Once again, this is the Divine 6 Sense Dark Melon. Let's chartreuse tail. Not doing worth a shit, in my opinion. Starting to come off the stem hook and I ain't even caught a fish. Ay. Let's fix it, I guess. It's green. Should be good on this lake. On, whatever it is. Shoal. Cove. That's not a cove. But you know what I mean. It's small. Oh, that's a hook. Get off the rock. Good at catching rocks. That's a shaky head part, not the worm. We're going full size. It just stands up for a second and then falls down. So we'll stand there for a second anyways, and then fall down. Like any other lure, pretty much. Oh, brim here on the bank. Mr. Brimmy on the bank. I really have to switch hooks so I can throw a wacky worm. There you go. It's gonna be necessary, really. Should have threw a what do they call them? Oh shoot, chatterbait. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Not what I got. Not what I told you guys I was gonna throw this morning, though. I thought I told you guys this is what I was gonna throw. I try to stick to my word as much as possible. Sometimes I don't, but most of the time, if I tell you I'm gonna throw something, I try to throw it the next day. Try to. Now sometimes I'm tired. Last night wore me out coming out here in a Hondo. Fishing. No, I was in the shade, people. I wore my butt out. I was tired by the time I got to the house. Yeah, and I had a nap that afternoon too, so not like a lack of sleep. Try to keep your rod tip up and try to keep that lure just dancing across them rocks. What you're trying to do is you barely let it get on top of a rock and just jump it again. I know you guys are going to say, oh, you're not being fair. You didn't start where you normally start at. Oh, yes, I did. You guys didn't see it. Because nobody showed up till I already started fishing. I was just like, well, I'm fishing. Instead of waiting for people to show up, I just started fishing because I wanted to get fishing. I wanted to catch a fish. First thing on this lure, preferably, due to the fact that we don't know how good this lure is going to work on this little pond. It's a full-size lure, not a 3-inch. Well, I've caught plenty of fish on full-size singles on this little pond. It's just that the 3-inch worked better. When you get up here to this little dock up there, man, I hate to do this. On my glasses, it's going to be fun to try to retie. I didn't bring anything to cut line with except for my teeth. Not cool. We ain't even had a bite. Not a surefire bite. I mean, we might have had a bite or two, maybe. That's maybe. And a brim was swim all of that. ahead and break this thing out in a tournament, thinking I'm going to be doing better than a regular Cinco. No way, I'd test it out first, make sure I was going to catch something on it before I ever took it to a tournament. Holy moly. Alright, well, we tried, and we're going to tie on the Cinco. Lord. That sucks, because I really didn't want to retie this morning, but we got park benches right over here. We'll be able to sit down. Maybe I can show you how to do this. Park bench and a green green backdrop. Maybe that'll be all right. We got our regular line on this morning, though, 10-pound test. Alright, got all our stuff in there. Get all our weights and stuff in there. Yeah, you guys can say, hey, you really need to do the fair shake. I think I did. I think I was pretty close to a fair shake. Fair shake is this gonna get. Alright. I don't know how good this is gonna work, because we don't really have a great straight line, so I don't know how well you guys can see it. You just run your line through the eyelet, just like that. I don't know if you can see it even. Take your line, run it out. You don't have to wet it or nothing. That's just me trying to straighten out the goofy line a little bit. Run it back through the eyelet like that. Now, what you got here now is just a big old loop on one side and two ends on the other side. You just take your loop. This is overhand knot is all it is. You try to make sure you get your loop wire when you do this, because that's the hard part of it. Drag it through the loop, then drag it right over the top of your lure. Doesn't matter what kind of lure you got, you can do it with any lure. And just cinch it down. That there is a Palomar knot. If you guys didn't already know that. In my opinion, the best knot ever. Alright, well, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Yeah, we're going to see that lure and that hook, obviously, because that's not dead. It just didn't catch anything. It didn't get bites, which is not cool at all. So now we're just going to dip our little lure. I don't know how long that took me to show you how to do that. Bam! Shit, did. Kind of looks like the other one, doesn't it? And it looks like the other one, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Remember how to do the Cinco super fast? You find that crack on the back of your lure. The front, oh, nope, that's not the right side. Go all the way to the back of it, where toward the tail, and then bam, right at the back side of that crack right there, and bam, there you go. She be ready. All right, let's go catch fish. Boy, who knew? All right, who knew? Who knew? It wasn't me. I did not know that the shaky head or the 6-inch lure wouldn't catch a thing or even get bites. I did not know that. We're all the way down here. That's not cool. We're only going to have time. We don't really have time to fish to the corner probably. 30 minutes? I bet we're already done with that. I bet we're done with 30 minutes already. That's a terrible cat. We're used to 6 cents. There's a shaky head now. Now I gotta be more patient. But you let it fall, hit the bottom, bam, bam. Probably should backtrack where we've been. But I think, in fact, it's going that way. We're just going to go back that way. Save us a little bit of effort. I'm pretty sure that the fish ain't down there on that end for some dumb reason. We just don't want to go somewhere where we're pretty sure they're not. Nice little aroma this morning. Oh, there's a bite right there. Bam. Rim. Better than we were doing on a 6 cent. Try that when you can fish all that stuff with that 6 cent. Just shit. You get flip. Put. Spit the words out, bro. Spit them out. Oh my God. Fish all the dang at the 6 cents. Already fished. We just got a hit just now. So if we had 2 hits on the 6 cent lure, and this thing produces 3 hits, which it will, and we'll probably catch something. I would say that the 6 cent lure is not the best lure at all. Not even close. In my opinion, this is the best wacky worm out there, including the Gary Yummy Motos. There's one I'm wanting to try now. They got me a treed power bait Cinco. We'll try them. We'll get some. We'll get a pack and we'll try it. $45% more hit, 45% more fish. I'll catch 45% more fish. On a, how do you catch 45% more? Nothing. No, I usually catch 1 or 2 on this every time I use it, but what's 45% of 1? 1.5? How do you catch a half of a bass? You know? I think it's kind of hard to do. I think, you know, they go, well, that means if you caught 10, you catch 14 or 15. And I don't think so. I don't think so. You can say all that mess all you want, but I don't believe that would be the case. That's too far out. We'll work it back at an angle right to where we want it, though. To me, it's too far out. I could catch something right there because it is in the water. We're about where we want to be now, I think. Pretty close. I know you guys would say, well, we should have just put that lure on the shaky head and throw that, but I get tired of getting hung up with this. I might get hung up, but normally I don't. And normally it don't take much to get loose with this lure. I'm biting this morning, that's for sure. I'll say, oh, at least we caught one. No, we haven't. We haven't caught nothing. Caught one last night. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We are in trouble this morning. We're in trouble. There's a chance to be 0. There's a chance. They're saying there's a chance. Yeah. I think we got a 50% chance of zeroing right now at the moment. 50% chance. We did fish all this before, so we've actually hit all this water in front of myself. I'm just fishing behind myself. I'm pretty sure that there's fish in here, and we just missed them with that 6 cents. Well, we'll not be fishing tomorrow in the morning. Tomorrow in the morning, I gotta get up real early and do something else tomorrow morning, so there you go with that. We're just messing around in the morning because we can. We have a little bit of time to fish this morning. But we gotta go do something. We got bowling. I got bowling I gotta go do. Yeah, you know. Been bowling almost as long as I've been fishing. About 40 years. Around that. Pretty good at bowling? Man, I don't know. What's pretty good? 200 average? Generally when I'm around. Here lately it's been 189, 185, something like that. Struggling a little bit here lately. But I got this new ball, and things are starting to turn around a little bit, I believe. There's a bite right there. Bam, look at him just yank it. Yeah. There are 2 hits. I know we're not trying to produce hits. We're trying to produce fish. Well, you throw 1 lure and get 0 confirmed hits. Maybe 2 hits. This has had 2 confirmed hits. What the heck was that? Well, I'm gonna back, probably a turtle jumping in or something dumb like that. Probably a dumb old turtle jumping in. The old I threw a popper this morning, but topwater bite has not been exactly great lately. So I guess the next time we go fishing, we'll try a popper again. We're gonna give the pond a little bit of a break, that's for sure. We're gonna be able to go tonight. We're gonna do the same thing tonight, just for a little 3-inch single. Sorry, you guys, if you guys are bored of watching me do it. It is what it is. That's what produces the hits around here. You've seen it. You've experienced it. Anything else, I don't get nothing on it usually. Poppers and whopper ploppers and topwater lures when they're hitting them. Just ain't been hitting them here lately. I don't know what's going on. Weather really hadn't changed much. A little bit of a cooler front came through a couple days ago, but that was destroyed by yesterday's temperatures. Uh-oh, reveille, 7 o'clock. Oh boy. I've been fishing for, I don't know, at least 30 minutes. At least 30 minutes. Maybe 35. I need to get going. I've got stuff to do this morning. I'm trying to catch us a bass, so I'm trying to catch us a bass so we can have us a highlight. They might use my Palomar knot tying as the highlight. That's just, oh, there's a fish right there. Oh, dog. That's 3 confirmed hits on this lure versus the 6 cents thingy. It's not really a fair comparison. You're throwing a 3-inch worm versus a 6-inch worm. Well, if it's that much better, what difference does it make what size my lure is compared to it? And I can throw a full-size single out here and catch fish. Throw a full-size single out here and catch. In fact, that's what we do tomorrow morning or tonight. We'll throw a full-size single. Not Cinco, but a not wacky worm, a stick bait. How about that? Full-size stick bait out here. We're doing it way to get a fair comparison. Is to stick it on a shaky head. No, we're not doing that. I think I had enough fun digging it out of the rocks this morning. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do it. Well, you did put the 6 cents on the what is this thing? Wacky worm hook. On the wacky worm hook just to get a fair comparison. No. Not today I'm not. Maybe tomorrow. We'll do the wacky worm first. Oh, you caught all the fish with the wacky worm. I know you guys will just endlessly nitpick. Come on. See that, like that. When you do that is what happens. You just pick it, shake it a couple of times, and just see that tail go boom, boom. That's why you get bites with this thing. Right there, let that tail vibrate, babies. I'm trying to be fair. I'm fishing exactly where that shaky head was when we've had 3 hits, 3 confirmed hits on this, and 2 on that, but maybe 2 on that. And that is a maybe. I might have had 2. Might have had 2. I think I've had 1 really confirmed hit on that lure. Much rather throw top water. Oh, there's a bite. Look at that. Bam. Another hit. 4. 4 that maybe 2. Catch only brim. Those don't count. Anything counts when you ain't getting any kind of hits at all. And we weren't, oh Lord, that ain't gonna work. This is not my reel that I got set up where I can just kind of pitch it out there. There we go. After we were over the top of that, whatever it was, and messed it all up. Got a bite right there. No, we could have, but we didn't. We got, what, 4 confirmed hits and 2 maybe on the 6 cents. So 4 to 2. Cinco, my yum dinger. I know, you're prejudiced. Well, I do like this lure a lot. Cheap too. I don't know if you guys would say all that stuff or not. It's just something I would think that someone would complain about if they were a complainer. Oh, believe me, I've done stuff in the past, and I've had people tell me all kind of weird stuff in the past. I'm just like, I'm the one doing the thing, you know, mind your business. You ain't out here doing stuff. You know, you got a better technique than this. Oh, don't tell me drop shotting. Don't tell me drop shotting. Drop shotting, all that's gonna do is get me hung up in the rocks. And I'm gonna have a leader that I have to deal with that's in front of the hook, or in front of the weight. Or in front of the hook, that is. Yeah, don't tell me drop shotting. You could try drop shotting. I've tried drop shotting. It's not great. Well, I'm not throwing it right now. I could be throwing a drop shot with that urchin lure I bought, but we did not get even a bite with that thing, so it's on the back shelf back there somewhere. It's in one of my bags of weights or hooks or something. You try it again later, some other day. We'll try it again one other day, but right now, not that thrilled with it, that's for sure. Oh, there's Brim right there, boom, look at him bamming that. He's bamming the heck out of it. He's bamming the heck out of it. I seen him smooth flash at it at 5 to 2, potential 2. I don't even know if it's real 2 or not, potential 2. Last cast, so I gotta go. I tried, they're just not biting. Wow, but there's another bite right there at 6 to 2. Snake. The snake go by, we don't want to accidentally hook a snake. You do not want to accidentally hook a snake. Dude. Well, kind of stuff that happens every now and then. Tried a different lure. We went back to our old favorites, and you still got nothing. That's what happens on this little pond every now and then. You get biffed no matter what you throw. And I got my hook beauty out. Brim play with it so long. Alright, we'll make one more cast on the count of that got messed up. Let's go over here where we haven't even did anything with anything. Let's do that. To the scum. We'll try to get as close to the scum as possible without actually getting in the scum. There might be a bass hanging around over here too. And ducks are over eating something. Good little cast, not perfect, but good. Bite, never bite. Brimmy. He Don and determined to get it, wasn't he? Little bitty dude. 7-2. Well, you didn't throw the 6-cent lure over there. Hey, you know, you're right about that. I didn't. Am I going to retie and put that back on? No. Am I going to throw it whack the worm style? No. Or not out then. We'll make one more cat. Oh, bite. Brim. That's 8. Confirmed hits. 2. Maybe we should have named the video Yum Dinger. Best lure ever? Possibly. Ooh. That's a little hit there. Oh, well, that brim is just yanking a hoo-ha out of it. 8 hits. 2. Look at him hit it again. 9. He's trying his hardest to get it. You cannot get it. You're too little. All right, let's throw another hit out. Throw another hit. Throw another. Oh, let's get it. Get up in the corner over here. Hit this thing. Cement this thing. Sometimes there is a bass right there in that corner. Sometimes. Pretty easy. Yeah, not perfect, just pretty close. Nine to 2. Yeah. Well, you should cut it down to 3 inches and try it like that. Yeah, you might have something there. I might do that. We might try that. Try to cut it down to about the same size as this lure is. Honestly, you don't have to do that on this little pond. I just bring it, like I said, I'll bring a full-size Cinco out tonight. We'll throw a full-size Cinco. We're going to catch them. Well, we're going to get hits anyway. I don't know about catching them. They're not exactly biting. We're a hoo-ha here. Tonight, last night, today, last night, day before that. It's been rough. Alright, well, we gave her a go. Thanks for coming by, liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you did any of that, I appreciate you. Even if you didn't do any of that, thanks for coming by. I appreciate everybody. Y'all have a good one. Sorry about the no fish.